Hello everyone and welcome back to the weekly Forex analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. And if you remember last week, we were expecting DXY here to make a consolidation after this swing low and this drop that we expected to unfold after taking out this low. So as you can see, the price started to consolidate here because we didn't have MACD divergence and the structure wasn't complete. And we were expecting this consolidation to finish for one more drop here to get another cross on the MACD and divergence with a new lower low. So as you can see, we got a reaction here from this point of interest. The price started to push back down. What I'd like to see in the coming week, maybe in the first days of the week, I'd like to see this area taken out first with some more bearish momentum. And if we get here a consolidation, then most likely the price will drop and take out this low, creating a new lower low. So that means that the dollar will be weak, at least in the first days of the coming weeks. So that means that EURUSD, for example, will continue to push back up. And last week, if you remember, you can head over in the video description below to check out our previous analysis. You have the link posted right there to see how our analysis performed. So if you want to have a look, go check it out. So if you remember last week, if you can see this arrow on the chart, we were expecting here the price to consolidate until it will reach this trend line, and then we were expecting a bullish reaction to break the top one more time, creating a new higher high. But as you can see, the price started to consolidate a bit deeper. So now we got this reaction here, but to me, for be confident that this will be the move that will break the top, I'd like to see here a small pullback, correction, or a flag, and then that will mean that we'll get another push towards the upside, creating a new higher high. We don't have divergence yet in this swing, so as you can see on the MACD, there's no divergence, and we expect this one here after this crossover to create some divergence when the price will break the top, and then we'll see what happens next. So that's our thought process behind this bullish wave that we expect to unfold. So like I was saying, wait for this consolidation, small pullback, flag, one more push towards the upside, new higher high here. Now moving on to pound USD. For this one last week, we're expecting a consolidation as well, one more push towards the upside, and as you can see, the move is developing as we speak. So expect here a small flag, maybe a pullback, and then one more move towards the upside. Dollar yen, last week we're expecting the price to drop. As you can see from this arrow here, we were saying that we're gonna expect some reaction here at this fair value gap level, but instead you can see the price continued to move up in a slow and messy manner, which means that we have two scenarios in play, one of which we'll be keeping a close eye on it because it could prove out to be a nice trade for us. So if the price here decides to give us a reaction towards the downside, a strong wave down followed by consolidation, then this means that the price will continue to go down, and this will be a nice trade to keep tabs on it. But there's also the possibility for the price to continue to move like this in a slow and messy manner and eventually breaking the top without giving any setup. So from an analysis perspective, keep in mind these two scenarios, and if you want to trade it, like I was saying, focus on the downside. If you get here a drop followed by a pullback from a reaction level, you can look for a trade towards the downside. If not, leave it alone. You can find other pairs to trade. There's no need to force a trade if you don't have a setup. So let's move on to Australian dollar versus the US dollar, where we expected last week this consolidation to finish around the trend line and then push back up, as you can see from the arrow on the screen. Right now, the price reached here a liquidity zone, as you can see, and now it's trying to create something here. So I am still confident that this will push back up at some point. Now we have to wait and see if the price will push up a little further, and if it gives us a consolidation here, then this will be the trigger for the bullish move that we expect to take out this top and create a new higher high. So let me put my arrow here, so we'll keep a follow-up in the next video on how this pair performed. New Zealand USD, similar, we're expecting the price to reach the trend line, then push back up. The price is more or less in the same area that it was last week when we did the analysis, but the scenario remains the same. I'm expecting here the price to push back up, take out this top here, create a new higher high, and then we'll see what happens. USDCAD, this one here is still ranging, making a complex correction. We had this move up here, then the price started to push back down, made a pullback, then it created a bull trap, dropped again, taking out this low, made a consolidation, a deeper one, dropped again, and now it's making something messy, and I'm expecting, by the looks of it, if you look at the fractal nature here of every wave that pulled back in this area, and considering the fact that we don't have divergence between the last two swing lows, I'm expecting here the price to drop one more time, and because of this connection between these corrections here that we have, I'm seeing this as a pullback for the price to drop one more time. But for that to happen, I want to see here a small consolidation, correction, and then if that happens, I'm expecting the price to drop one more time, collecting even more liquidity. We have some liquidity sitting below. As you can see, there's a fair value gap level that I draw right here, starting from the bottom of this swing high. So keep an eye out on this scenario, and if we get here consolidation, then there's a likelihood that the price will drop one more time to create a new lower low. Dollar Swiss franc. For this one, we're expecting the price to create here a flip pattern, but instead, as you can see, the price continued to push back up. The way things are looking, considering the fact that we took out these equal lows here, now I'm expecting the price to push back up and break this top. So wait for this consolidation to finish, maybe drop towards this core zone here, and then if you get a reaction towards the upside, then this will make another move up. I'm not expecting this week to take out this top, but we'll be looking for a break of this swing high, so we have to wait for this correction to finish, and then we have to keep an eye out on this possibility that the price will push back up from this level, and if it goes even higher than our target, then happy days. Pound yen, we were expecting last week the price to continue to push back up in a messy manner. We didn't have any trade set up for this one, but I was expecting it to continue to push back up like that without giving any chances to enter a trade, because this is a similarity that the yen pairs have. Most of the time when they're trending, it hardly gives you any sort of setup. So the price is starting to move like this in a messy manner, in a messy fashion. But at some point, I'm expecting in the coming week to see a pullback and then one more push towards the upside. Gold. For gold, we were expecting last week a consolidation and one more push up. Instead, the price dropped a bit more than we expected. I'm expecting this to be a consolidation for another push up, but for that, we don't have any confirmation as we speak. So in the coming week, short term, I'm expecting the price to correct here and drop one more time. I'm looking at this possibility because we have divergence at the top here on the MACD between these two tops here, so there's a possibility that the price will make a deeper pullback. Don't forget that the impulse here is pretty strong towards the upside. You can see this whole swing high, how sharp it moved. So I'm expecting here this to possibly unfold into a consolidation, a bigger one, but first we have to take it step by step. So right now we are in the first phase. We got an impulse towards the downside. This is our first reaction. We got a liquidity sweep here. You can see the MACD divergence here that I'm talking about. So this is a liquidity sweep. We got a chalk as we speak here, a change of character. So next move is to wait for the price to consolidate. We have a fair value gap area here sitting above. So if we get here a reaction around that level, then the price could drop one more time, but there's also the possibility that it can make here a smaller consolidation before pushing back down. So we have to take it step by step, take it leg by leg, and we'll see where we find ourselves in the next few days or at the end of next week. Silver, similar, we're expecting the price to consolidate and then push back up. This one here almost reached the previous core zone, so we can still drop from this level, and then I'm expecting to see a reaction towards the upside. If not, similar to gold, this one here could be correcting, could be making a consolidation similar to this one. The only difference is that we don't have MACD divergence between the previous two swing highs, so this could be a consolidation and then the price could start to push back up. For crude oil, last week we presented two scenarios, and the one that I was interested in was a move towards the upside, but only if we got a breakout out of this trend line followed by a consolidation. Other than that, I was saying that the price, if it ranges or is below this trend line here, I won't be interested in any buy or sell setups, because this here could continue to push back down and create messy patterns inside. So as you can see, patience pays off, or at least it keeps you out of trouble. So similar scenario for next week. I would like to see the price here breaking strongly towards the upside, breaking the trend line, pulling back, and then I will be looking for a move towards the upside. If not, this here could continue to drop, but we won't be interested in the sell setups. Natural gas, we're expecting this one here to continue to push up after a consolidation. We got a small pullback here and then the price pushed back up, and now it's looking like the price is consolidating. So in the coming week, I'm expecting here a consolidation, pullback, one more drop, and then we'll see if we get this move up, or if the pattern will become a bit more complex, drop one more time, and then get a reaction towards the upside. S&P, this one moved exactly as we expected. We were waiting for the price to make a pullback and then push back up. the price made here a small consolidation, then moved back up, taking out this top by a few pips, and now the way things are looking, I'm expecting here another consolidation in the coming week, and then one more move up, creating a new higher high. NASDAQ, this one moved exactly as we expected. So if you remember, we were saying that we'll be waiting for a flag here and then one more push up to take out this top. So as you can see, the arrow is from last week's analysis. The price moved up, breaking the top, rallying for almost 500 pips, and now the price pulled back, and in the coming week I'm expecting here this consolidation to finish and one more push towards the upside to create a new all-time high. Bitcoin, this one played out nicely. We're expecting last week the price to consolidate from this level, push back up, and as you can see, the price moved a lot. I think 600 pips or 500 pips at least. So in the coming week, we expect this consolidation to finish here and then continue its way up, creating a new higher high inside this zone. Ethereum, this one as well, we're expecting the price here to break out of the trend line, correct above, and I was saying that if we get this setup as I highlighted it here, then this is a good trade towards the upside. But unfortunately, the only thing that was missing from this scenario was the consolidation. You can see the price spiked up through the trend line and now is looking like it's making a small consolidation here for one more move towards the upside, and this is the scenario that we expect in the coming week to occur. But be careful, don't jump in any trades right now, because there's a lot of chances that this could prove out to be a badass and make a deeper pullback there, because there's plenty of liquidity left here to collect, so you never know. That's why you have to keep a close eye on the price action and stay on the safe side, because that's more important than making profits. Okay, so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel, and if you have any other requests for any other instruments that you'd like us to cover, head over in the comment section below, leave us your pair and we'll add them to our watch list. So don't forget to trade with care, and I wish all of you a happy trading week ahead, and see you on the next one.